Well, it is happening again. Classified items have been found at a Donald Trump storage unit in Florida. It is the guy who said no one respects classified information as much as he does. He may have been a little bit careless with the classified documents. Rolling Stone reports classified documents found at Trump's storage unit with swords and wrestling belts. Lawyers for the former president turned over more sensitive documents to the FBI after conducting an independent search of his properties. Identified additional documents with classification markings in a search that spanned 3 Trump properties, including Bedminster Golf Club in Jersey, Trump Tower in New York, and presumably also Mar-a-Lago down in Florida. The documents allegedly made their way, look at this, to the storage unit as part of a 3,000-pound transport of miscellaneous items shipped from Virginia to Florida. They're just in a storage unit. They're like in a pod. It was full of suits and swords and wrestling belts and all sorts of things, a source told the Washington Post, who asserted Trump had likely never even been to the unit. Sources told the Post that the material was turned over to the FBI, which declined to supervise the searches. Those familiar with the investigation also indicated to the Post that classified materials were not recovered from searches at Bedminster and Trump Tower, only from the storage unit. Trump has been obsessed with people's handling of classified information for years and years and years, and it turns out that he is the worst. Remember all of this stuff?
Okay, we're going to move on.
And yet, she didn't know the letter C on a document. Right? She didn't even know what that letter meant. You know, it's amazing. I'm watching Hillary go over facts, and she's going after fact after fact, and she's lying again because she said what she did with the emails was fine. You think it was fine to delete 33,000 emails? I don't think so. She said the 33,000 emails had to do with her daughter's wedding, number one, and a yoga class. Well, maybe we'll give 3 or 4 or 5 or something. 33,000 emails deleted. And now she's saying there wasn't anything wrong. And more importantly, that was after getting a subpoena. That wasn't before. That was after. She got it from the United States Congress. And I'll be honest, I am so disappointed in congressmen.
Yeah. So Hillary, very, very untrustworthy. How about George H.W. Bush? Yep. Nope. That's also very, very bad. He can't be trusted either.
George H.W. Bush took millions of documents to a former bowling alley and a former Chinese restaurant where they combined them. So they're in a bowling alley / Chinese restaurant.
Okay. Now, that story, of course, wasn't true, as you might imagine. What actually happened was that the National Archives rented a facility which previously was a laundry and Chinese restaurant. The documents were under the right possession and supervised at all points. It just is not even remotely analogous, but he was bad. Okay. Remember Trump's promise about documents in 2016?
On political corruption, we are going to restore honor to our government.
Right.
In my administration, I'm going to enforce all laws concerning the protection of classified information. No one will be above the law.
No one, other than, I guess, Trump himself, it sort of seems. Also, Trump saying he is better than Obama, Bush, and Clinton when it comes to documents.
They've been given all the time. These are other presidents, all the time needed, because you're supposed to have as much time as you need, and complete deference when it came to their documents and their papers. Take as much as you need. Barack Hussein Obama moved more than 20 truckloads, over 33 million pages of documents, both classified and unclassified, to a poorly built and totally unsafe former furniture store located in a rather bad neighborhood in Chicago, with no security, by the way. George W. Bush stored 68 million pages in a warehouse in Texas and lost 22 million White House emails. He lost 22 million emails. Can you imagine if I lost 2 emails? They'd say this is terrible. It must have been nuclear in those 2.
All right. So you get it. Trump's the best at everything all the time. It will be interesting if we ever do find out exactly everything Trump stole on his way out. Are there still missing documents even after this particular find? And we have a situation apparently here in the United States where top secret documents, intelligence, it seems quite poorly managed to the point where this can even happen. Like there's two sides, of course, to all of this Trump insanity. On the one hand, no one has really tested our systems the way that Donald Trump has tested them. And so him doing this stuff is wacky. But also some of the systems haven't worked particularly well. It's odd that agencies didn't necessarily know about every single one of these documents as soon as they were missing. Oh, some turned up in a storage unit. All right. I can't wait for the defense of this because it always boils down to incompetence and it was someone else pointing fingers. And also, this isn't really a bad thing. And also, Obama did it worse and blah, 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 blah.
Obama.
Yeah, that guy. You remember him. I don't know what the next step is on the classified documents. But like we said, after the Mar-a-Lago stuff happened, that was not going to be the last we heard about documents. And indeed, more have already turned up. Our sponsor, Real Paper, makes toilet paper 100% from bamboo, never from trees, meaning no deforestation. Sustainability and climate change can be a tricky topic for people of all ages. It can be particularly challenging to talk about with kids. And Real Paper recently launched the Little Lemurs box, a 24-pack of their bamboo toilet paper with a beautifully illustrated kids book that tells an exciting story of sustainability. The box is designed to spark creativity in kids, create an opportunity to talk about deforestation, plastic pollution in a way that's light and easy. And with the holidays here, the book makes a great gift for a little one on your list. Real Paper's Little Lemurs box and all of the other products are available in easy, hassle-free subscriptions or just simple one-time purchases on their website. All orders are conveniently delivered to your door with free shipping in, this is the best part, 100% recyclable, plastic-free packaging. Go to realpaper.com/lemur and sign up for a subscription using code PACMAN at checkout to get 30% off your first order and free shipping. The link is down below.